MLD Network is proud to present the Plat League playoffs. It is playoff weekend here on the MLD Network. With me tonight is the ever popular, ever awesome, ever boost managee, Kendo Slice.
Oh, you were talking about me?
No.
Weird.
What?
Okay. Ever pop boost managee.
Yes, definitely.
Boost managee?
A bit. And by managing, I mean using all of the boost.
Boost managee. Oh, okay. So basically you're telling me I'm a ball chasing boost stealer.
No, you manage all of the boost.
Aha.
Yeah, it's all in the way you say it, buddy.
Okay. I feel slightly offended, but you're also stroking my ego at the same time.
Whoa. Family stream, dude.
Just
calm down. I know.
Manage your boost, Ninja Rider. My goodness.
I know it's
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Platinum League quarterfinals. We have an Orange Conference matchup for you. The Rhinos of the Sun versus the Flames of the Tropic. Viper and Tomez going up against Aether and Asmi. And fun fact, I mean, NA and EU combine on both teams.
On both teams, yeah. And we've seen both of these teams play multiple times. Everyone knows they're fantastic. The Flames, though, have that number one player in stats in Viper. The question is, can Tomez step up to match that play style and keep up the momentum against a very strong and very even Rhinos, who has Aether, who's number 3 in all the stats. Not bad at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. You have 3 guys on the pitch that are top in a lot of categories. Tomez is also in the top 5 in assists per game, which I find extremely interesting to note. But yeah, definitely really looking forward to this game as the Rhinos and the Flames will be facing off. A beautiful, beautiful day here at DFH.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually a night, isn't it?
Well, it's night.
Dusk.
You know what? I mean, maybe that we're in a universe where there is no real day. Maybe we're extremely north of the border, or the prime, whatever, the equator.
Prime meridian.
Yes, I wanted to say prime meridian, but that's just not right.
Well, boost control. It's important.
Got it.
Anyway, we are getting underway, Ninja. Really looking forward to a great match. The kickoff. And cheat up by the Rhinos. It'll be interesting to see if they continue that strategy, but right off the bat, didn't really pay off for them.
No, not exactly, but that's mostly because Tomez was able to stay right there behind the ball and keep himself in a decent position. Now Viper has to defend against Golden... What? Golden Horrors?
Golden Horrors.
What is he doing? Why is he named that?
It is Asmi, and yes, it's Golden Horrors. I don't know why he's named that.
Why is he named that? What are we doing? But Viper, fantastic play to get ahead of the Rhinos and put themselves on the board first. Not even 30 seconds in, and we've already got a score.
Yeah, it was a perfect job done by the Flames. As Viper able to put one in right off the bat. The one dynamic, of course, being Viper being a PlayStation player. It's the only difference between these two teams. I mean, NA plus EU on both sides, so you have one really sleepy, adequate player in a supporting role on both sides. And then you have 2 of the top stat getters in just about every category in Viper and Aether going head-to-head here. So far, it's started out a little bit slow for both these teams. Not really rushing too much. I think they realize they have 7 games to decide their fates.
That's right. It is a best of 7 here in the Plat League Championship Series. And if you ask me, the Champ League should be a best of 9. Let's bring back the old RLCPL style.
Oh, yeah.
Viper, good block.
How could you forget the wonderful best of 9 that it was Crown and Jules versus Flipside.
That's right.
Crown and Jules, I'll never quite understand what they had any business doing in Rocket League, but hey,
Yeah, it is what it is. They were there. It worked.
Yeah.
Tomez trying to get some control on his end as Asmi takes a demo for his transgressions of not changing his name.
Ninja Rider gets triggered extremely easy.
I do.
You might want to manage that
perfect.
boost. Yeah.
No, oh, well, no. Full bore all the time. Hello?
Full bore. He hit the man with the boost that is always on. Ninja Rider, here's an overcommit. Tomez not able to get around it in time, and this is an open net. As me. I'm starting to wonder if you're correct. He might need to change that name.
I'm blaming... Well, actually, that was a lot of good control there, so... Much more controlled on that shot as... the golden Asmi. What? Actually, Tomez just kind of messed up on that challenge. He really... probably should have gave him a little bit more room with the, the 2 stature and the fact that he was last back. I know he's trying to get ahead of the ball and tried to keep pressure on. But in that situation, you got to back off a little bit. Maybe even shadow the defense a touch, because Asmi had all kinds of movement. He wasn't going to be able to get control of that ball. But being able to recognize stuff like that at such a quick pace is extremely tough to do, and it does take a lot of time to practice that.
Well, yeah, even then, at that point, what I would have really liked to have seen is that he stayed grounded rather than flipping at the ball, because if you flip, you take yourself completely out of the play. You stay grounded, you have control till the very last second, and when you're that far out, there isn't as much repercussion if the 50-50 does not go your way.
Still tied up here at 1. Just about a minute and a half left here in game 1. Not a great clear there by Tomez, and that clear was needed. Need to go all the way up and over both the Rhinos' heads. Aether with the big miss. That's right on target down Main Street, and the Flames take the lead.
Yeah, Viper doing an extremely good job of hitting this ball. Nice little flick over, and it beats Asmi on the back end of that play as he was getting boost. He took a little bit of a long route back, so there's a really good chance he could have saved that. Just a little bit better positioning on the way back. So now minute 14 left, a 1-goal lead for the Flames, and they're looking pretty good here early on. Granted, both these teams haven't shown their full potential yet. Still kind of in a feeling out process for sure. The ball drops in the zone there. Ooh, here's a chance as Aether getting it to Asmi. Asmi not able to get the angle on that shot.
Oh, a good block there by Aether, reading Viper's play. Viper ended up behind the ball and trying to wrap that around him. Didn't work out there in the midfield. Now a shot potential. No, Viper getting really aggressive. Looked like a bump to me, but I am a little bit far away.
The one thing that was really surprised me so far, you literally have all 4 of these young men, they're in the top 10 in average assists per game in Plat League, and we haven't seen one set pass play yet.
Well, like you said, a little bit of a feeling out phase. It is a best of 7. They're probably going to attack this sort of setup a little bit different. On Tomez takes a nice long shot, a good block too. Uh-oh, chance, as time is winding down, Viper gets in the way of Aether. Now it's up the wall. Slight center. Asmi just couldn't get any momentum on it, and the Flames take game 1.
Yeah, really good job by Viper there on the back end of that play. Coming from behind, he jumps over Aether, who's trying to control that ball, and he's able to knock it out before it can fall on the hood of Aether. Really well played, and probably an underrated play to get that ball to the corner and out of harm's way. Man, so that first game, definitely a feeling out process, as we said, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the Rhinos take really getting smacked in that first matchup. I mean, it's not something that has happened to them too much. They ended the season with a 39-11 record, which is literally good for the 3rd best season record all time in Plat League.
But the Flames have been coming up quick. They made their way through the wild card race, beating out the Demolition. So tough opposition for the Flames indeed, but they will need to step it up. I'm expecting the Rhinos to come out of the gates here in game 2, just absolutely going nuts, and good positioning there by Aether. He will be on top of this ball and actually leave it with plenty of time. And Tomez is there now, who takes control. Pass out. Viper blocked.
Yeah, Asmi was there, perfect and in time, able to save that ball. Not much pressure, though, from the Rhinos out on the defensive end, though the demo on offense. We might see an opportunity here as the Flames double commit. The net is open. The miss once again by Tomez, and Asmi is able to put this ball in.
What's happening here? Aether had an idea of, he flipped around the ball. He just kind of overcorrected himself a touch. Now, luckily, Asmi was there to cover him, and the double commit working out well for the Rhinos in that situation as Tomez went for that quick save, and he was he wasn't really lined up with the ball properly and had to try to force the issue, but the Flames looking to respond here. It hadn't even quite been a minute here into Game 2. But the Flames do have the lead in the series so far. It's only been one game, so you haven't really missed much if you're just tuning in here to the MLD Network. Where were you? Why were you not here for the ultimate intro that is MLD intro? Oh, a shot! Dang, Viper nearly found that angle. Now Tomez's turn. That'll go in. We're tied.
Great coverage by Tomez here. Viper almost finds the angle, and Tomez there on the opposite side. Great positioning as the support man, able to put another one on net. The Rhinos caught in disarray in their defensive rotation. Tie game at 3:47.
Aether with the cheat up, though. Oh, he got slammed by Viper. Aether trying to get it past Tomez. Tomez very well played, super patient in that net, even though he needed to get there quick. Now a carry. Oh, he tried for the backflip. Little pop-up there. Didn't quite work. Saw that in the Rival series, actually, on Friday. I don't remember exactly who that was, but it was a fantastic pass. Just popped up and slammed home. It was a great play. I'm going to have to go back at the VOD and take a look at that and share that later. But possible echoes of said play being played out here in front of you.
We're definitely the training grounds of young up-and-coming players here in the Plat League. They're definitely watching on a regular basis some of these guys doing nutty things, and it definitely shows as once in a blue moon we see things on the Rocket Dailies. Tomez gonna score all the way from his own end here. Just a little bit of a missed rotation by Aether. Turns around a little too quickly. Tomez able to get that ball first, and he pounds the ball home with accuracy. 2-1 now. 2:51 on the clock, and the Flames once again taking the lead.
I was just about to say that too. A little bit of a missed rotation there by Aether. Trying to play that second man back, and that's good. Perfect shot right there. Not a great clear either from the Flames.
Yeah, I really think that the Rhinos, they're trying to pick up their offensive rotation speed right now. I think, and that's really going to be a goal for these two teams. Who can outspeed the other one to most of the challenges? So far, we've seen an extremely slow game and a half, but the speed and pace of play is starting to pick up between these two teams. It might get to a hot fervency.
Oh, that's a good word, fervency. That is a fantastic adjective, sir. Well done. You've clearly been hanging out with college kids.
Yes, college carball does a lot for you.
Oh, Tomez! Right behind Asmi. Wow, what a turnaround of a play here is Viper just bouncing it off the corner. I don't know if he was aiming for that curve, but it worked out well, and Tomez read it perfectly, completely caught the Rhinos by surprise, and the Flames take the lead again.
That's another instance of the Rhinos' rotation letting them down. I've noticed they've been turning in the net just a little bit slow, and it's just been a lethargic rotation for the Rhinos so far, and the Flames have been more than apt to make them pay. So here's Viper. He's going to pick this ball up. He tries to pass it to Tomez, but Asmi is there. Viper will bring it all the way back into the corner, and Asmi able to convert on that.
So Viper trying to get a little bit of control. He used the bottom of the car to angle it towards his corner, which is a good idea. He just put too much power on it. It caught the corner of the bottom of the hit box, which I don't think he was really meaning to do. It's still a good idea, but we're tied at 3. A shot comes out. Viper can't get there in time. Now the Rhinos take the lead. It's turning into a shootout.
Yeah, very quick to jump on this one. The Rhinos showing that they are willing to cheat once again. And Viper, he didn't really take a very fast approach to that ball after going for the boost. Now it's a 4-3, 1-goal advantage for the Rhinos. Still plenty of time left on the clock as, once again, the action in this matchup heating up.
Oh, yeah, I mean, when you have the Sun Division and the Tropic Division, you would think the windows would get a little bit foggy, you know, because humidity, because it's tropical. See what I'm doing here? Hello, anybody? Bueller?
You see, the Flames, they try to burn bright as the sun. As this ball is going to be centered for Tomez. Tomez not able to get there in time. Asmi, good to clear it.
Oh, that was fantastic. The way Viper came into that play was perfectly done. As Aether tries to take a shot and didn't quite work out. Pass over to Aether from Asmi, from the center. Trying to get control are the Rhinos. And also keep their speed up.
Yeah.
They've had to back off a touch. This is the Flames. Now on defense, Tomez did not read that well. Too much respect given to Asmi. Now it's a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, Rhinos, the speed is really starting to cause deficiencies in the Flames' defensive rotation. The Flames themselves need to pick it up, but not overcommit. And so far, it's the overcommits that the Rhinos have made them pay on.
Rhinos did that in game 1, too. There were a couple of overcommits and double commits that bit them. But now the Rhinos have cleaned that up. We've mentioned this before. The team that can make adjustments mid-series and mid-game are usually the ones that can take the other team by surprise. As Tomez, with a rare miss, Viper thought about attacking. He ends up going back, just kind of knocking this one away. Tomez sitting in net. Here comes Aether, one-on-one. It'll cross the net. Viper chasing just a touch. He's out of position, but Tomez has control. Pass out to Viper. Tomez trying to get set up himself. Good challenge. They knew they had to push. Nice little carry and top shelf.
Yeah, it's Asmi able to score once again. But a note back to Tomez missing out on the pass. You could definitely see that was what he was going for. They had a 2-on-1 going back the other way. And he was planning on passing the Viper. One of the things that I preach a lot is that you stay grounded. And for that pass, curve out just a little bit. Hit that pass with the front of the nose. You're going to get more power on it instead of the little weak flick.
Yeah, he found himself. He was just trying to make the pass happen, and it just didn't quite work out. I mean, that's how it goes sometimes, you know. They're definitely starting to figure it out, though, as the Flames do go down this game. Mostly because the Rhinos changed their style. They changed up the way they're attacking the ball, and it worked out well for them.
Yeah, and then definitely, as we said, the pace of play picked up quite a bit for the Rhinos. The Flames haven't been able to adjust to that just yet. But, again, a long series as the Flames and the Rhinos split games 1 and 2. We are down to a best of 5 now, Ninja.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see who can pull this out, especially with the picked up pace.
Game 3 just about to get underway. Best thing about this is there's no way to predict who will come out on top. You know, it's really anybody's game at this point. Even though the Flames came through the wild card, everyone kind of expecting the Rhinos to really just secure this. They haven't been able to do that, although they did secure that last game. The Flames can change things up and match the pace of the Rhinos. We've seen them do it time and time again, and especially with this roster.
Well, it wasn't but 1 season ago that the Flames from Season 5 made a very nice run from a wild card spot all the way into the MLE Championship game as Tomez gonna sweep in and hit this ball home. A nice touch by Viper in the mid. Actually, he didn't touch that ball at all.
Calling it a tactical whiff, and Tomez with the perfect placement. I call that the bottle knocker.
The bottle knocker.
That's right. You barely touch the, you barely graze the crossbar and in, a lot like a puck would in hockey, and that just throws the the goalie's water bottle off and onto the ice.
It sounds like when I accidentally kicked the all the collection of balls when I have that, you know, the empty glass containers that are under the desk here at the Kendo Slice Studios.
Is that the collection of Balls Garana glassware that you're going to turn into a wall one day?
Maybe.
Yes,
maybe,
that would be fantastic.
They might have to sponsor me before I do that, though.
I mean, you know, easy. Ether got a little bit forward of the ball on that touch, but could have been a shot. It was well played there by Tomez. Now Viper takes over. Right back into the flame zone. Ether looking for the pass, but Asmi too far back to make anything happen. Playing a little bit hesitant, I think, are the Rhinos right now. They're trying to see what the Flames are going to do, and they need to get going here as a near pass from Viper to Tomez almost worked out. Now Ether, one-on-one. Tomez gets there first. Ether tried something fancy, and it didn't quite work out. Now Asmi. Wow. Well played.
Yeah, very well played. The ball gets cleared to Asmi. Asmi, nice first touch all the way up off the backboard. Asmi still has the boost and the mindset to sky high. Get up just enough to angle that ball right back down and into the net. Not too much Viper could have done about that one. As Aether, quick off the face-off, is going to get a nice little flick here. Wow!
Just straight up balled Tomez. Tomez wasn't quite ready for it. He had to turn himself towards that ball. Now, I'm wondering if he would have attacked from the side and really come at Ether faster, if that would have been a much better play.
It might have, but at the same time, when you're in that close a quarter, it's hard to shadow somebody and react at the last second, especially when essentially what Aether did was a cross-up. He completely went the opposite way due to the fact that he had that ball on his nose.
Viper in the corner. Couldn't quite find control, but neither can any Rhino, and he splits him. Tomez putting himself on the board.
Tomez, amazing shot coming out of the mid. He angles it right back down. Viper probably could have had that, so maybe a miscommunication, maybe a little bit of overcommit there by the Flames, but it pays off nevertheless, as it's now 2-2 with 2:22 left on the clock.
Fake kickoff for the Flames nearly resulted in a decent possession, but they got a little bit fancy with the plays. It didn't work out. Oh, wow. Big demo. Ether trying to take control. Tomez needs to race back and defend his net. He does just that. Actually, a pass out to Viper, and a monstrous clear works out well for the Flames.
Yeah, the tie game, as there's now 2 minutes left. It's definitely a closely contested matchup, though. This pass, a miss opportunity for Aether there, as that was set up perfectly by Asmi. Tomez, now this will be towards Viper. This is a backflip. It'll put it back in the box. And Aether is going to clear this ball away. A little bit of a missed opportunity once again by the Flames.
Oh,
and Aether stalling the ball out in the box almost tricks both members of the Flames.
No tiebreaker yet. We are still in Game 3. Just about a minute left here, as the Flames trying to prove that they belong in this playoff race, this championship series here, brought to you by MLD, the Plat League. Going ham on your screens as the Rhinos, basically, at least in my opinion, the best team in the league, really bringing it to the Flames, and the Flames holding their own just fine.
Although this pass out of the middle, great defense by Tomez, as he's able to put a stop to that. He read it extremely well. Ball skied for Viper. Asmi, though, will get up in time to make sure that that ball has no chance of falling in on net.
Ether, what's he going to do here in the corner? Viper just challenging him, just keeping him there. Tomez comes in to make it happen. Big miss. Lots of patience by Tomez. Now up above Aether. Aether has to be really careful. Barely grazing it and making it come out of the net. Now 10 seconds left. Possible push here. Asmi, a little bit too far back. Can't make it happen. Tomez wisely throwing it towards the corner. But right in the net!
Whoa! Asmi, you savage, climbs the wall and he is able to make a perfect positioned shot. Upper 90, very tough to save. There's still 1 second left though, Ninja, and if they can pop this up on a cheat, they are not able to though. Rhinos are going to win on a last second goal in game number 3.
Fantastic play there by the Rhinos to come out and really secure. Well, they pretty much secured the lead. They're in the heads of the Flames. The Flames they got to be feeling a little bit overwhelmed here by the Rhinos. And the Rhinos very nearly all the time, perfectly placed, well-challenged ball, and not letting the Flames get any momentum at all. Really bringing the fire hose.
Yeah, absolutely. They're trying to cool off the Flames. The Rhinos are. And of course, if your PC ends up getting a little bit too hot, kind of like Ninja's was earlier, as he was
we don't talk
casting
about that.
some
We really don't talk about that.
Ninja, let's just be honest. There's a website I want you to visit. It is arctic.ac because our sponsors, Arctic Cooling, they have all your cooling needs, and I think they would have helped you out.
They really would have. If I had any extra cash, would definitely be going to arctic.ac right now to try to cool off my already dying processor. Poor thing. I put it through so much in its 6-year history.
Make sure you press F in the chat for Ninja Rider's processor.
But I have to admit, though, speaking of heat, Viper bringing it in and off the post.
Very well played out of the mid by Viper. It's Tomez choosing to communicate and go back. Viper, nice flick into that ball. He's able to beat both members of the Rhinos who are trying to position themselves in between the ball and the goal, but not able to get a touch.
The Flames, a little bit of momentum to see if they can carry it. Viper found himself in a lucky position to make sure that ball heads towards his corner. Now what's he going to do here? Nothing. Let Aether have it, indeed. As Tomez tries to clear this one out. Unfortunately, Asmi was there. Now Viper tries to take advantage of his positioning and top corner. Okay, the Flames are here to play.
Sometimes it's the little lofters that absolutely destroy a defense, as Viper able to get a nice soft touch up, and Aether unable to read that in time. Can't save the ball. Top upper 90 corner post. Didn't even touch the post. It was nothing.
Aether.
But goal here is Aether, quick to respond, making up for the miss on the defensive end. The Rhinos cheat up needs to be solved by the Flames.
Yeah, no, indeed. The Flames need to make sure they either have a man in net. Just don't even go for the boost at that point. You don't need it if you're just trying to defend. But the Rhinos have this cheat-up game absolutely perfect. They are able to put that ball wherever they want, off of the nose of the Flames. Tomez nearly knocking it into his own net. Viper nearly knocked Aether into the ball.
You've got to be kidding me!
Tomez got the own goal! Oh my god, on the goal line! So close!
What?
Oh, barely! Oh my god!
Ninja, you've taught me that there are times where it's best not to even commentate on something. All I can say to that play right there is, what? We have a tie game with 3:50 on the clock.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, I'm not sure if that was luck or just...
No. I mean, yeah, a little bit, yeah, but they put both of the Rhinos put themselves exactly where they needed to be, pressuring the ball and making sure that one goes in the net. But we are, wait for it, Deuces Wild. Tomez can't quite find that angle, a little bit wide. I'll leave it for Viper. Aether can't get control of the ball. That'll make Asmi come out of the net. Good rotation by the Rhinos to make sure somebody is back and ready to pounce when it's time. But the Flames all over this ball. They have not relented at all. Once they realized what happened in their net, they are definitely cranked up. Oh, that was close.
Asmi on the line, definitely played the hero with that ball. This ball is up, it is around the box. Viper not able to put the ball in on net, but the defensive rotation definitely paying off for the Rhinos there. The Flames, I think, need to approach the ball just a little bit differently, because it seems like Viper's really trying to push the offense and he's taking himself out of position. On numerous occasions, he's done that. He's tried to correct himself, but usually the Rhinos make him pay for it.
It's a good shadow right there, predicting where the ball was going to bounce off the wall for Viper. We have just surpassed completely Deuce's Wild as we had a full hand of twos. Ether, oh, he's trying to get control, popped it up above Tomez, it bounces off the crossbar, and Viper wraps it around and throws her in.
Yeah, this ball gets lofted up in a very dangerous spot as both Rhinos in the same place at the same time on the defensive rotation. Viper puts the extra committal in, but he is sure with his attack. 3-2 now with 2:13 left on the clock, and it is time, Ninja, very much time for me to take a sip of balls Guanana.
You know, it's fair to say, though, the Flames have definitely cranked up the gas. They have that Bunsen burner going nuts. As Tomez with a great save, and they are definitely boiling the salt. This matchup just keeps getting hotter and hotter. The Flames looking to tie up the Rhinos in the series, turn it into a best-of-3. But the Rhinos definitely have something to say about that as they move from their offensive side past two. The Viper can't get back in time. Ethan will put it away.
Ouch. No, it was Tomez here who commits extremely hard on Asmi trying to dribble the ball up. And once again, that's another instance of if you stay grounded and just try to interfere with the ball up close and personal rather than flipping, you do yourself a lot of favor there. Viper's going to put this up off the backboard, and he finishes it off to 4-3 now. Both offenses.
Asmi.
Both offense very much cleaning it up.
Asmi was way far forward, and then he just reverses. No challenge at all. He had to have thought that Aether was going to try to pop that one up above. But, I mean, Viper's right there. He's going to put it in pretty much every time. 4 goals for Viper on 5 shots. Not a bad day here for the Snake Man.
We got 1:15 on the clock. The ball in the Rhino zone. Aether is going to clear this out. Here's an opportunity. Might be a tie game. It is. Aether, pinpoint accuracy as he's able to snipe all the way from his own box.
We have ourselves an old school Texas shootout with apparently 2 guys from Europe for some reason. Don't know why, but you have to admit, a fantastic play. Well done to keep himself calm and throw that one in all the way from downtown. And the minute timer's about to go off here, 4-4. Great play from both teams. Not a good touch there. Aether tries to get it above Viper. It ends up pinching and stopping. Tomez just takes over from Viper. I don't think there was a lot of communication there. The Flames are playing on instinct right now. But the Rhinos managed to keep themselves calm, cool, and collected, probably chilling out in a river, keeping away from the fire that is the Flames. Oh, Aether, bad positioning, makes up for it, throws it into his own corner, sets up for Asmi to clear. Here, Viper, fantastic read on the play, shuts it right down.
Just a little bit of an overcommit, though, but Tomez is able to get back in time here as Viper's going to play this all the way back into the Rhino zone. Pressure is on from the Flames. This is center for Tomez. Oh, he's not able to get around it in time. Pressure still on, though. The counterattack is real. Ball off the post. There it is. Asmi is able to finish this ball off. It is 5-4.
That was a huge bump on Tomez. That completely slowed him down. He could have raced that ball towards his own net and at least maybe flicked it away. But now with 10 seconds left, the Flames looking to score one more. Throw this one into overtime. Viper off the ceiling. He's going to have to solo play this. Tomez isn't really there. Aether shuts the idea down. Now a 0-hero goal is needed. Where is Viper? He is centered. Stopped by Asmi. and the Rhinos take it.
Oh, man. Ninja. Oh, that one got extremely hot very fast, and the Rhinos, once again, pulling out a 1-goal win of 5-4. And here's the thing I'm going to notice, though.
Yeah.
The Flames, only 5 shots. Yeah, granted, they were extremely efficient with those 5 shots. They got 4 goals out of it. And the one other shot that was not a goal, it got saved. But that 5 shots is up against 11 shots by the Rhinos.
Right.
Tomez needs to get activated into this offensive rotation because Viper cannot do it by himself.
That's correct. Yeah, Viper very much a carry. He doesn't mind carrying his teammate, but Tomez has got to step up. He's got to be there for when Viper can take a pass instead of a shot. It doesn't always have to be a shot. It can be a great pass to try to draw out the defenders of the Rhinos, who, let's face it, the Rhinos aren't even letting the Flames near their net half the time. They have that midfield control. The moment that ball crosses into the danger zone on the Rhino side, it's cleared away. So the Flames need to make sure they have their spacing right. It's Aether off a kickoff. Tomez off the post, and it's out.
Man, that was a save. What a save in the chat. Whew.
Wow.
Here's Tomez. He's going to clear this ball out, and Asmi will pick up the possession. Not able to flick it by the defense of the Flames.
Odd play by Aether there. Just throwing it towards the side. And, you know, I guess he was waiting for Asmi to come up. But Viper has a chance here. If he can put it away. No, Aether comes screaming across the goal face. Slams it out. But the Rhinos, really confident. They're kind of just giving the Flames some room. They're waiting for the Flames to move the ball and use that momentum to get it out of the way. It's tricky, but really smart.
I'm not sure why I immediately thought of Run DMC when you said it's tricky, but, you know.
Viper on net. Aether gets there in time and off the post again. Psionics really making their name known here as the posts come in handy as teammates.
Yeah, I've noticed that the Crossbar has been making Twitter accounts and committing to teams lately. This time, committing to the Rhinos as, man, oh man, that was a close one.
Yeah, we got Rhinos post and we got Flames post. It's pretty much a post-war.
This is going to be in the box. Can Tomez get under it in time? No, Asmi playing it up off of the backboard, and that was a very fine play by him. Viper
does, because once Viper gets on that offensive end, Tomez kind of just hangs out in midfield, kind of center. They have a definite style that they're going for, a system, if you will. And it worked there when we're nearing the postseason of the Platinum League, but the Rhinos can change that up, and they can read it so well, so easily, and they manage to keep their heads about them. So they're going to have to change it up, get either really aggressive or do what the Rhinos are doing, allow them into their side and get that long clear just like that. And it ends up being a pass. Aether just has to put it away, but Tomez wraps himself around and into the danger zone. It goes again and out by the post.
The post, once again, this time coming in for the Flames. And it's been lethal so far, Ninja, to watch. I'm in awe right now because these two teams, they realize what is on the line. And they're really putting their all into it. But we have the Flames trying to keep the pressure on. The Rhinos taking advantage of missed opportunities. But Tomez gonna finish this off.
There is that EU smarts, man. He just let the Rhinos try to clear this one away. He knew that they were in all sorts of trouble trying to get that ball off the backboard, and they're both up there, double committed on the defense. I don't know if they were going for a pinch. If they were, it was going to be extremely awkward. But Tomez just let it come to him and slam it home. A good play by the Flames, and Aether tries to knock one in, but Tomez is there again. Leaves it for Viper, but it looks like there was a bit of contact. Friendly fire, now towards the net, up and above. Viper can't make it happen because both Rhinos again commit on the defense. Seems like the Rhinos breaking down a touch. They're losing their cool.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. I know this much. If the Flames can pick up their offensive rotation and their defensive rotation, do what the Rhinos did to them earlier without overcommitting, though. They should do a good job, but Asmi's going to make them pay.
Yeah, Tomez just kind of creeping up on this play. Now, he did miss because Aether was there. I'm not sure if he saw Aether, but Viper not boosting to cover Tomez's back. He was not flipping towards the backfield. He wasn't trying to get back at all. I have a feeling he was looking for a pass up. But with the Rhinos pressuring like that, and a team like the Rhinos, you have to make sure your backfield is covered. And it definitely is not done like that. Oh, nice slowdown.
Well said, as both these teams trying to make last-second adjustments here in game number 5. Match point for the Rhinos, as here's another overcommit. Can they make them pay? They can. Asmi will score a second goal on the game.
So Viper tried to make a play off of Tomez's touch. That was Tomez's play to try to make. Viper needed to come back. Viper is starting to ball chase a little bit. He's got to calm down. Calm yourself. Turn down the nozzle, my friend.
Off the face-off. Viper's going to put one up off the backboard. No sign of the Flames getting there, and they're a little bit bunched up on their offensive rotation there. A minute left on the life of these
Tomez.
Flames. They do not want to get snuffed out. Tomez going to try to control this. No boost. Aether's going to steal there, but he's able to get the clear. Back the other way. Time is wasting. It's in the middle now. Tomez is going to try to clear this ball out. Instead, he lofts it up in his own box. It's still there. Aether is up. Tomez able to get it by him. Going back the other way. This might be on. It's just a little bit wide. Viper not able to get the shot on. 22 seconds now.
Tomez passed to Viper. Viper facing the wrong way. Viper getting a little bit antsy in his play. Now it's all up to the Rhinos to slow this down, secure the win. They are so close. They can taste the victory here in this best of 7. Tomez has something to say about that as the ball ends up rolling center. Viper is up. Can't find the angle. Zero hero goal needed. If I've ever needed to say the zero hero goal, it's time. And the Rhinos shut down the Flames. Snuffed out are the Flames. Their playoff hopes are done.
Wow. It ended up being a great clear that finished off that matchup for the Rhinos. And in that game, a lot better pressure by the Flames.
Yeah,
as
much better.
The 2-shot differential ended up being the 2 shots that Asmi was able to put on when the Flames overcommitted, and it was an open net back the other way. It's going to hurt if you're a Flames fan, and it's going to definitely hurt for Tomez and Viper. But, man, oh, man, you take your licks, you got to study that tape. Granted, the season is over, but well played, guys.
Here's the thing. We said Tomez said that, wow. We said that Tomez needed to get much more involved. Tomez tried to do just that. It's just that Viper was so used to just attacking the ball all the time. He didn't leave Tomez any room to operate. There, especially towards the last 3 minutes of Game 5 there, there was tons of shots that Tomez should have been able to take. Shots or just plays in general that Tomez had options for, even with a Rhino coming at him at all times, pretty much. But the Rhinos did exactly what they needed to do. They shut down Tomez. They made sure Tomez was covered, and that forced Viper into the play. Now, once Viper got into that play, it ended up being a double commit. Rhinos just cleared it towards the net. Yeah, simple.
It was extremely well done by the Rhinos, executing their game plan. They really like to play that defensive style and let the opponent make mistakes. They also like to cheat up on kickoffs. They remind me of a team, no names please, that won a certain championship a couple seasons ago. But extremely well done by the Rhinos. They will move on to the Orange Conference Championship.
Yes, they do.
Now, folks, we've mentioned, of course, both of our sponsors, Arctic Cooling and Balls Going On. Of course, make sure you clip the plays that you do like and hashtag them on Twitter, MLDPOTW, because you can help your favorite player win a case of balls sent directly to them for the Balls MLD Play of the Week.
That's right.
But up next, we have even more amazing action for you. This is the match that everyone is hyped for because it was so close last time. The 0 hero to tie it and put it into overtime, and then the Hawks, of course, coming out on top in Week 9. We have quarterfinal number 2 on the night, the Hawks versus the Jets. Don't go away.
Miles on fire, I'm losing ground, and in the flashing, my world